Greetings, traveler. I am Szuhi, and this is the second episode of Finishing My Game, aka ECTD devlog number 2. And first, I would like to start with a topic that wasn't even in my head. And actually, when I uploaded the first video, I got a comment on it that made me aware of a big error in the game. But before we get into that, I would like to introduce you ECTD, a 2D tower defense game set during the famous siege of Egerkastel in 1552, with graphics that represent the art style from the time period and the big focus on historical accuracy. Available for free on itch.io. And now with that out of the way, we can get into the actual meat of the video. And I would like to thank Allah Slipknot for his comment, which you can see here, that made me aware of the big mistake I made. All in all, I did not really agree with most of his comment, and you can read it in the previous comment section if you go back. But at the end of his comment, there was something that was quite important in my game, the pretty big mistake. So when I made this part of the game, I thought of myself as, oh, I am really smart, I outsmarted the system and things like that, but really it turns out no, it wasn't as smart as I thought it was. Actually, the main idea behind it is good and is still how this works, but yeah, how I implemented this idea was really not good. So I thought about the enemies. I did not want to create a separate file, so a separate scene for every enemy. I wanted to generate it automatically. So I have one enemy scene and I load the parts of it into the game using resources. So I use the stats of the enemy and I just put it into a scene. And that's how I wanted to create the hitboxes or the collision shapes as well. But the way I implemented it was really not good. And I'm going to put it up on the screen here, but I warn you, it is horrible. Holy. So here it is now on the screen, and I don't even want to look at it. Actually, I cannot even see it because it is a green screen here. So yeah. So if you do not understand this code, basically what I do here is when an enemy gets created, I use the image of it to create the hitbox. And the way I do it is to create a collision shape around it, and this shape is a polygonal shape. And basically what I do with this code is to draw around the image of the enemy and draw the hitbox of it by code. And it's not even just that, I do a lot of other things there. You can see on the screen, it is really expensive. That is the main part of it, that it is really expensive on performance what I generate here. And it's not even like when the game starts, it generates all the hitboxes and boom, it just pulls from an array or something like that. No, that would be too smart. What I do here is every time an enemy gets created that enters the game, this code runs. Every time an enemy enters, this runs. No, this is not good. This is really not good. And especially, tower defense game, at some point there can be hundreds of enemies on the screen, and when this code runs, it just tanks the performance. And not only that, but I use the same code, a little bit different, but basically the same, when creating the projectiles, so the hitboxes for the projectiles. And yeah, it is not optimal. Let me just say that it is not optimal. So how I fixed it was actually quite simple, and I still used the base principle. As I said, the base idea behind it was really good. So that I have resources, I store everything there, and I just have one scene of the enemy or projectile, and just I mix them when creating it. The base idea is really good. So no, I do not go and draw the lines around it and draw a polygonal shape, but I have collision capsules. So these are, capsules, like little capsules that I place onto the enemy or projectile. Now, what it creates is the hitbox of the enemy does not feel that smooth, or previously when you saw the arrow hit the enemy, where you could see the images touch, that was a collision detected. No, the capsules are really not, they don't follow the image of the enemy that close. But yeah, again, it's a tower defense game. There are a lot of enemies on the screen, a lot of projectiles, so I don't think it's that bad, and still functions good. And of course, performance-wise, it's way simpler. It is way better on performance. So no, I do not create a polygonal shape around enemies and the projectiles. I just generate a collision capsule around them. You know, a little capsule collision, and boom. So that's what I store in the resource, the dimensions of this capsule. And I can create how many capsules I want, actually. Like bigger enemies like horsemen, you know, it's tall and wide. So I need to do this cross and 2 capsules on each other. That is really what it is, and it's just in an array. The capsules are in an array, and it just goes through it, and boom, 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 adds the capsules, and very nice. So yes, when YouTubers, or you know, when you hear it in videos that, oh, your comments actually help out a lot. Yes, it actually does. It actually does, because I don't know how it did not occur to me that this was really bad on performance. I guess I knew, but I did not. I don't know. I just did not fix it. I don't know. Yeah, I thought I was really smart when creating it. Like, holy shit! Wow. I was really proud of it, but yeah, it turns out it is not optimal. It is not optimal. Maybe in a different setting, maybe in a different game, I will use this, but here, that is not the good solution. So everything I talked about so far, I released in 0.3.1 and 0.3.2 patch on the website on itch.io, so you can play with it. It is fixed now, and I think this is where the last published part of the game is. So yes, the main part of what I thought this video is going to be about is the persistent saves. And as I talked about in the previous video, the game is currently too easy. Now, of course, in the finished game, there will be more towers, more enemies, which is going to give, you know, difficulty to it. But still, replayability is not really there. Even with the story mode that I will talk about in the next video, spoiler alert, even with the story mode, it is, you know, it is still easy, and how long can you play the game? So again, going back to the previous video, I implemented a system where enemies get stronger with time, and that is a random upgrade system. So again, it gives some replayability again to the game, because it is random. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know which enemy is going to get stronger. So in the final version, I want it to be hard, or you know, the game harder. So there is the story mode, which is easy. You can play with the game, you can get introduced to the systems, and you can beat the story mode easily. But if you want challenge, you go to the infinite mode. And in the infinite mode, as with the base units, you cannot beat it. Basically, you cannot go so far. So when an enemy dies, the tower types get XP based on the contribution to the damage, contribution to the killing of the enemy. And they collect the experience, and when they level up, they get a point. And in the main menu, you can spend these points on a talent system that is persistent, that goes through the runs. And so with this, your towers can get stronger. Yeah, so that is the idea behind this whole thing. And I was kind of worried, I don't know why, about saving, you know, like actually having saves on save files. But it was really easy to implement, really, like, I don't know what I was afraid of. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, now I have this system, you know, the talent tree, you can click around it, and the towers get XP. Not everything is implemented yet, because again, the balancing is really not there yet, and I don't want to really deal with it right now, because again, this is not going to be published, and I want to do the balancing when every enemy, every tower is in the game, and I need to rework the talent trees. I need to rework the talent trees that are currently in the game. I'm sure about that, and the reward system, and how much reward does it give. So that is going to be a big challenge for sure. But now the system behind it is there, and that was the most important thing for me right now to have the system there. And you know, just adding a talent tree is really easy. It is just simple. Just pick. I just add the talents, and it is there because again, this is automatically generated talent trees. Let's go. That was actually a big challenge. I reworked the talent tree system like 3 times. Right now, this is the 4th time really, because I had to make some changes to it. But oh, I studied computer science in university, and I used these OOP things, and you know, the building blocks of programming. I don't know actually the names of it, but I can use it. So I mean that's the most important, yeah. So yeah, the time tree system that you can currently see in the game that you can use during runs. I use the same thing in the persistent torrents as well. So I just pick. It's the same thing. You know, it's really reusable. Very nice. And actually, I am thinking about making a tutorial video series about making a tower defense game in Godot. So if you're interested in that, please comment down below if you would like to see a tutorial series on. Yeah, so now the game is reaching its final states. I am really looking forward to finishing this game. So if you are interested in this journey of me finishing this game, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as I said before, the next video will be about the story mode. I need to write the story first. I mean, actually the story is written there, but I just need to know what to put in the game and need to create the interactions, the story mode interactions. So anyways, thanks for watching. This was ECTD devlog number 2. And again, if you would like to check out the game, it's available for free on szuhi.io/ECTD. Again, I would really be thankful for if you would try out the game and give feedback on it and yeah, everything like that. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.